Welcome back to Magic Titans. It's day 2 of Modern Week. I have a whole week of streams planned. Today, we're continuing Amulet Titan. This is a pet deck of mine, a deck that I really want to get good at, but it's hard. It's a very challenging, it's a Giga Brain deck. I played a bit of the deck yesterday. We can have a longer stream today. And I played the deck in paper in an event last night. Did very poorly. We'll talk about that later. Streaming every day this week. The times are going to move around, but I'll be sure to schedule them in advance so that people can show up if they want to join. But I think it's probably worth doing another recap of the deck, or another overview, show what this deck is and how it works, and then we'll play some games and see where it sits in the current meta. I am excited for the next Banned and Restricted, which I think is in March. Currently, the best deck, sort of the de facto best deck, is a Grinding Station Breach, Underworld Breach deck, and it's busted. It's incredibly strong, and it's very resilient. And people are main decking a lot of Graveyard Hate to deal with that deck, which catches me in the line of fire here. So I want people to stop main decking Graveyard Hate. But let's take a look at Amulet Titan. This is the deck. It's a lands deck. So we're trying to cheat out lands. The key piece here is Amulet of Vigor. Whenever a permanent you control enters tapped, untap it. This is a trigger, not a replacement effect. Which means if you have a bunch of these, you get to untap a bunch of times. So if I play a Crumbling Vestige, it enters tapped, it's going to give me a mana, and then for every Amulet of Vigor I have, it's going to untap once, giving me another colorless mana. Crumbling Vestige is good with amulets, but bounce lands are better. Bounce lands tap for 1 mana of 2 colors, and they return a land to your hand. So this ramps me, in general, like the normal play pattern of a bounce land is you play a basic land on turn 1, you have 1 mana. You play a bounce land on turn 2, you put your basic land back in your hand. You have 2 mana, but you can't really use it because it's tapped. And then turn 3, you can play your basic again. You have 3 mana. It's like the normal amount of mana, the normal progression, but it saves you a card, right? 2 lands give you 3 mana. That was the idea, the design of these lands. But with Amulet of Vigor, you get the mana immediately. And if you have multiple amulets, you get a multiplier on that mana immediately. So it's very strong. And then a step above that is Lotus Field, which taps for 3 mana of any color, but it has you sacrifice 2 lands. So with 2 amulets, Lotus Field is 6 mana the turn you play it, which is just insane. You can do a lot of crazy things with amulets and these bounce lands. You get so much mana, it's ridiculous. We have Arboreal Grazers to let us get extra land drops. Dryad of Elysian Grove technically gives us an extra land drop the turn you play it. Spelunking gives you an extra land drop the turn you play it. But the real way that we are cheating is Primeval Titan. The goal of this deck, the reason we're getting all this mana, is to get out a Primeval Titan, which tutors 2 lands from our library onto the battlefield. So we have 4 copies of Primeval Titan and 3 Summoner's Pacts. Sort of have 7 copies of Primeval Titan in the deck. When we get a Primeval Titan, what we're going to want to do is get out a Simic Growth Chamber and a Teleria West. We put Teleria West back in our hand with the Growth Chamber. Then we transmute Teleria West, which means we discard it and we get a 0 cost from our deck. We'll transmute that into Summoner's Pact. We're going to Pact for Aftermath Analyst. Also a 6 mana play, because it's 2 to cast, 4 to sacrifice. And Aftermath Analyst is going to get all of our lands from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped. We're going to untap them, make a bajillion D mana, transmute Teleria West again, Summoner's Pact again, Primeval Titan again, and that Titan is going to get us Shifting Woodland, which is a new-ish land. It's MH3, I think. So yeah, it's quite new. It's going to become a copy of a permanent in our graveyard until end of turn. Well, that permanent's going to be the Aftermath Analyst. And now we have a loop. Now we can just make infinite mana. With Mirror Pool, we can make copies of our Titans. With Handward Battlements, we can give them haste. With Valakut, we can do a bunch of damage if we have a Dryad of the Elysian Grove. And because we're looping Teleria West, we can transmute it for another Summoner's Pact to make all of our lands mountains, and then we Valakut them to death. So there's a lot of ways to win with this deck, but the primary goal is to cheat on mana and play big creatures. Just make sure. This is an unlisted stream. Did I never... I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna put out a notification. That's why nobody's here. It was unlisted. And I thought I fixed that yesterday, but I did not. It turns out. Oops. We'll see if people show up now. This should end up in the VOD, I guess. If you're rewatching the VOD, you'll get to see a rundown of the deck. I want to get us into some games, I think. And... oh, not limited. And if people don't show up, I might restart the stream. Okay, so we were playing yesterday. We were not doing great. We got 1 win, 3 losses. And we're just queuing up. Check on my phone. It does show that we're live. So... that's something. Okay, well. I won't make this mistake again. I will not make unlisted streams. Let's get some music going, and we found our match. Okay. I would like to play first. So the things we're looking for in an opening hand is at least one amulet effect or way to get one, big mana effect like a Crumbling Vestige, and I mean generally we want something better than a Crumbling Vestige, and a payoff like a Titan or way to get one. This hand also has Malevolent Rumble, so I think this is a keep. We're going to Echoing Deep's Amulet of Vigor on 1, and then we're going to Crumbling Vestige Rumble on 2. This hand is pretty good. And we're on the play. We can't get the Amulet Thought Seized. And if they Thought Seize us, we do have redundant Titans. So I think we're in good shape here. Alright, Echoing Deeps, copying nothing. I actually like Echoing Deeps as a newer version of Vesuva. So Vesuva is a land that enters as tapped as a copy of any land. This is very old, from not Time Twister. Future Sight? Time Spiral. Echoing Deeps can enter just as itself as a land that taps for colorless, or tapped as a copy of a land in a graveyard. So it's like a graveyard Vesuva. I think this is a great design. Very cool card. Let's get rumbling. This is the bounce land that we want. Dryad in the bin is annoying. That means that we cannot Valakut kill reasonably anymore. We don't have a way to get it back. We can make our land a copy of it, but then we can't continue the loop. We can use it to scape shift. So we do still have a Valakut kill. Looks like we were against Zoo. Side to side. What's up, Rob Stark? An unhinged card? You and target opponent have an arm wrestling contest, and whoever wins gets a 3/3. I love it. Opponent rudely taking my amulet. I don't know how hard I worked for that amulet. Okay. So now we are back to trying to find an amulet effect. That is unfortunate. I don't have Beseiju in hand. I think we're just going to Growth Chamber, bounce Vestige, and we'll block with our spawn. I'll bet you did get a lot of 3/3 apes in that draft. I hear you are an accomplished arm wrestler. I'm not that. A grip strength competition. I could probably do pretty well in that. Hey T. So funny story. I started this stream unlisted and did a whole intro. And then realized that the stream was unlisted because I didn't fix it yesterday. So I played last night. It was 4 rounds because it was end of month. And I won round 1 and I felt really good. I won round 1 like decidedly. Excellent. We got an amulet effect. I crushed round 1. Was feeling good. I can vest. I think I vestige. Yeah. I'm gonna vestige. Make a green. I will finish this story. Vesuva, copy, growth chamber. Tap it. Bounce it. Spelunking. One. I can get to 4 mana and scape shift, but I only have 2 lands when I scape shift. And that's not enough to really do anything. So we're going to take a Ragavan hit here. I'll play a bounce land and put Vestige back in... Oh. Put Vestige back in my hand. And then we pass. We were very close to winning the game. 2 to 3 years of intense training. It could be an arm wrestler. Maybe. So I won round 1 last night against Demir Murktide. It was not Esper. He had a pretty rough mulligan games 1 and 2. I think he didn't see any of his sideboard cards in game 2, which is unfortunate because he has a lot of hate against my deck. Summoner's Pact. Okay, we're down a pact. That's fine. Yeah, so we won that game. We won that match pretty decidedly. Match 2 was Goria's Vengeance, and this was a very, very strange match. Both games went very long. Actually, all 3 games. We played 3 games. They all went very long. And we were both sort of stopping the other player from comboing. So I sided in a lot of graveyard hate to stop him from reanimating. And he sided in a lot of artifact removal. And so we were sort of just like sitting with hands full of answers and no threats until he hardcast Traxa and then the game's over. I just wasn't able to draw into my own ways to win the game, my own threats. Okay, so we can scape shift 4 lands with extra mana, and I think that's the win con. They do have mana up, but I only need 1 spelunking to win. So I think we go with the scape shift line here, and we have 6 titans in hand. Or sorry, 3 titans in hand. Yeah, I'm gonna go the scape shift line. This feels right. So that's like a billion D mana. We'll spend our colorless on scape shift. They could counter this. They do play, they have a 4-power creature, and they play that counter spell that needs you to have a 4-power creature. They let it resolve. Not so sure about that. Okay, so we need a bounce land. We need Teleria West. And then I think I'm going double Vestige. Or I could go Bounce Land Boseiju. Yeah. I think I'm going to do this. Yes to everything. With these on the stack. I'll tap the 2 lands I'm bouncing. Let's make sure we have enough mana. Yes, we have exactly enough mana. If they counter spell, I think I'm fine. The mana I'm spending here doesn't matter. We're going to transmute Teleria West, get a Summoner's Pact, cast Summoner's Pact. I can still pay for the pack next turn if they counter my Analyst. We're going to cast Analyst. Again, we're totally fine with them countering this. If this resolves, I think we win on the spot. This should be an infinite Hasted Titans line. Okay, it resolves. I don't know that deck to have any graveyard hate. Although Zoo does all kinds of wacky things these days. I don't want to copy anything with this. I need everything untapped. Add a mana, bounce. Okay. We will bounce Teleria West and Boseiju. Make green. Yeah, Aftermath Analyst was kind of out of right field. Like, I don't know if anybody expected Analysts from MKM. Okay, so I have 4 5 mana left. If they counter this, looks like they are. Ooh, I should have bounced Otawara. Okay. Yeah, if I bounce Otawara, I can Otawara the Doorkeeper Thrall, and they can't. Oh, they could just cast it again. So none of that mattered. So we have a Titan. We don't have 2 Titans. And I spent blue, so I can't transmute Teleria West. I have 5 mana to work with. I think I want to Boseiju the Scion of Draco while we're here. And then hold the second Boseiju, because they might Leyline Binding my Titan. And I need to get it back. Although I have another one. I am paying for Pact next turn. I think we just pass. Yeah. Now we have a blocker for Ragavan. I don't think they can possibly win this turn. Oh, 2 burns the face. Is it 5 mana or 2 mana deal 5? The domain burn. Primal Flames? What's the name of this card? Right, so match 2. Sorry, last night. I keep getting sidetracked. Flage, not good enough. Last night I lost round 2 to Gorya's Vengeance. Pretty close, long match. Round 3, I played against Black Green The Rock. And a lesson that I learned last night is I need to get better at mulliganing and being aggressive when it's necessary, and being Tribal Flames, yes. Like, I need to learn when to mulligan aggressively to a win versus mulliganing to maintain resources and not lose. I think that is a hard balance. Okay, so I can Vesuva, put Otawara in my hand. He can recast the Doorkeeper Thrall, so that doesn't do much. If I just attack with Primetime, I have infinite. I get the lands necessary to have infinite Titans. I have a Green Suns. The only creature left in my deck is Grazers and one more Titan. I can transmute Teleria West. Oh no, I can just combo off now. Okay, that's what I have to do. So we'll transmute Teleria West for a land. Not a common play. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. I don't have 8 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I have 6 mana. So I'm gonna manually get the Shifting Woodland. Play it untapped. Okay. We'll attack with Titan. They can block with Flage. I really don't care. I would like to use this ability. Lotus Field. Vestige. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna sack these 2 Vestiges. Oh, I need to sack the Lotus Field. Do I have enough mana still? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have exactly enough mana. Okay. So I screwed up, but it's fine. I'm gonna loop. I'm gonna do the loop in combat, it seems. Yeah, I have exactly 8 mana. And 3 green. They can't take Spelunking. If they have Boseiju, they could Boseiju the Shifting Woodland. In response to this. Hadn't thought of that. We do have an out to them doing that. We're not just dead. Because we have Echoing Deeps, we can Vesuva, copy a bounce land, bounce the Echoing Deeps, and then Echoing Deeps played as... Oh, with 1 Lotus Field, this is not... And I tapped my Mirror Pool. Boseiju here. The Valakut line doesn't work because my Dryad's in the bin. Still have to sack Lotus Field. This time I'm going to sack a bounce land to get Teleria West back in my hand. 4, 5, 6. That's not enough mana. No, you're good. This game is becoming quite strange. Are they not blocking? Okay. Alright. I feel like I messed that up, and I'm taking 6, 9, 10, 11, 12... Tribal Flames kills me. Flash Creature kills me. I should have Green Sunned for a Grazer. Okay. Yeah, Green Sun for Grazer might keep me alive here. Still not in a great spot. And I did not get Hammer Battlements. so I can't haste them out next turn. I have infinite mana next turn, and I cast... They hit my battlements off of Ragavan? Am I a joke to you? I think now I have genuine infinite mana. Like, for real this time. And I can Otawara... Oh, that's it. I can Otawara the Doorkeeper Thrall infinite times. Okay, so we're gonna tap these. We're gonna tap this. Lotus Field. Yes. Okay. Oops. That's fine. I missed out on mana, but I have infinite mana, so it doesn't matter. I was supposed to tap the Lotus Field. It's gonna sack itself and Crumbling Vestige. Become a copy of Analyst. Oh, I need a green. Sure, beside you. This is very sloppy, but this should get us there. Opponent doesn't know how this deck works and is upset in chat. Okay, so now we have 2 Lotus Fields, which lets us sack 4 lands. So 2 Lotus Fields, 2 Crumbling Vestiges is mana positive, and that's what matters. Let's tap all of this before I mess up. So we're going to sack the 2 Vestiges. We're going to sack the 2 Lotus Fields. This will become an Analyst. We repeat the loop, and we have more mana than we started with. And we get mana of any colors. Keep this Besiju. It doesn't matter. I should be tapping the Besiju every time. It's even more mana. Tap these. Oh, I don't want white mana. I need green. Green. I'm going to clock out and lose the match. But this is, at this point, educational. I'll get blue. Blue. I need 8 to continue the combo, and I have at least 4 spares, so I can Otawara this. Tap Besiju, tap Woodlands, keep going. Man, if they had Bolt, that would be tilting. They're going to cast the Doorkeeper Thrall. Please do. I will... It's so many loops to actually win this, because I'm like plus 2 or 3 mana per loop. I have to do a loop where I don't gain mana to sack a bounce land to put Otawara back in my hand. Whole thing. I'd like to keep this Besiju. Opponent doesn't know how many Titans I have in my hand. I mean, they see the mirror pool, so they know I can copy it a bunch of times. 11, 15, 6 from 15 is 9, so I'm good to cast a Titan and continue the loop. They're going to Doorkeeper Thrall. That's fine. I don't care. I'm going to do this as many times as it takes for them to not have the mana to do Doorkeeper Thrall again. Analyst. Yeah, that was the response I was expecting. That's why I didn't check. I'll keep this Boseiju. I'll tap it. Oh, I gotta put triggers in the stack. Yeah, they know that they're gonna clock me out, so they have the win. But in paper, this takes like a minute to do. You demonstrate the loop. That's it. Okay, so this time we're not going to sack 2 vestiges. We're going to sack a bounce land and a vestige. So that... we can bounce the Otawara. Okay, we've already tapped the Otawara. Green, green. So tedious. So much clicking. 12. Yeah, we have plenty. Bounce the Thrall. Sure. There are no ETBs there. I don't know why they're putting Darkkeeper Thrall back in. Oh, I didn't tap the Boseiju. Oops. Huge error. Not really. Okay, Boseiju, Shifting Woodland. I'm gonna kick one of these bounce lands to Otawara again. I've lost. Okay. To what? Wait, hold on. Does opponent actually not know that I can do this forever? Okay. This is terrible content. Okay, I have enough spare mana to copy my Titan now. and just go get battlements. Oh, they hit battlements. So I have to go... Oh, Jesus. Valakut. Crumbling Vestige. And then I have to do a weird Echoing Deeps. No. I don't know how to go infinite here. Or I don't know how to kill them here. I can make Infinite Titans, bounce their board, destroy all their lands. It's like it's a soft win. I should be mirror pooling throughout this as well. Oh, there's an Echoing Deeps. No. No. At this point, I'm content to just clock out. Oh no, opponent walked off. Uh-oh. Oh, they're back. Great. Yeah, sort of, Sam. Mostly we're just being belligerent. Opponent wouldn't concede when I had infinite, and now I'm gonna lose the clock. But I'm not gonna cave to this nonsense. Hinmer got exiled. And Dryad's in the bin. This is actually a very rare edge case scenario. 2 Urza Sagas. I need to Boseiju all of their lands. Yeah, the turn before this, Monkey exiled Battlemans. Opponent left the room. I mean, the play pattern is destroy all their lands, bounce all their permanents, and pass with a bunch of Titans. He has a Flage in hand because I bounced it. I think opponent actually left. Nope, they're here. Great. So they just need any untapped land in hand, and I'm dead. I have to resume this. We're almost done with this match. Don't worry. The end is near. Like 1.5 more minutes, and we can move on with our lives. Right, so match 3 last night was Black-Green The Rock, and I don't even, like, nobody preps for that. The Rock is a mid-range deck where they're playing cheap, efficient creatures, mostly Goyfs, Nethergoyf and Tarmogoyf, and then a lot of removal. A big removal suite. Across black and green, they have most of the bases covered in terms of creature, artifact, enchantment, etc. And he was also... He had a bunch of top 8 pins on his mat. Seemed like a good player. So I lost that. And then round 4 was, of course, against Breach. Somehow I paired Breach when I was 1 and 2. And I lost to Breach. Because it's Breach. Didn't mulligan aggressively enough for oofs, but I still think they have answers to oofs. Alright, opponent is really being obnoxious at this point. They're dragging it out. Yeah, he's failed to find multiple times, so. This deck doesn't really play much in the way of basics. It's Zoo. Ugin's Binding is a weird inclusion in Zoo. I think that's incorrect. Yeah. So this is what we're doing today, I guess. My next event, I thought it was today. It's actually Thursday. Going to Card Shop Santa Clara. That's the name of the store. Oh, he got me on the I looked away. All right. That was something. Yeah, so it's Thursday. I thought it was today. Lance with 2 S's? Is that the... That's the thing? Lance had 2 S's in it? Whew, glad that match is over. That was unpleasant. It's so funny that in paper, people will scoop when you don't even have the combo. They just see you doing Titan things and they don't understand it, and they're like, I'm dead. I concede. And in mtgo, it's the opposite because of the clock. And I think it's such a toxic dynamic. I don't know what I'm saying here. But when you have an infinite, like, mtgo is pretty bad about infinites. It can't really, like, it has no way to recognize them, or this is an insane hand, or like do anything about them, right? There's a lot of combo decks on mtgo that only function because we have like an understanding that we as players are going to be on the same page, that I have infinite and in paper you would be dead, so you're going to concede. mtgo doesn't do that. I think the clock, yeah, I think chess clocks have a place when you're allowed to demonstrate loops. I think it's fine. I've never gone to time in a constructed Magic event. I've gone to time in limited, because boy have there been some slow limited formats. And I think that it is totally valid to ask your opponent to go through the combo, or like to demonstrate the loop to show that they have a win con. I think those are all great. Like, show me your win con is important. Show me your win con is a question of like, I'm a control deck, or I need to know how to play around what you're doing, and in game 2 I want to know what you did to win game 1. I think that's great. And I'm happy to genuinely flip my deck over and show you all of it. I don't care. Like, great. Here's all of the ways that I could have beaten you. But to make people just waste both players' time, like in that last match, it just doesn't seem productive. Am I getting turn 2'd? God, I hate this deck. Jamie, last night's event went horribly, actually. I went 1-3, and the deck's hard. I'm learning that this deck is really hard to play. Okay. So, I think we're opening with a Rumble. They're gonna Swan Song it. Oh, Spell Pierce it, sure. I think that's fine. We have all the tools. I mean, they're going to win this turn, so none of this matters, but we have all of the tools necessary. They have a breach in the bin. Oh, they don't have it. Do I have it? 1, 2, 3, 4. No. So now we're just in hold up a Seiju territory. Do I want a Green Suns? Yeah. They don't really play interaction. Like, they have a bolt, and if they bolt it, that's fine. I'm gonna go get Analyst. Oh, I don't have 2 mana now to Paseju. That was really dumb. That was really dumb. That was a bad play. I needed to hold up Paseju there. They don't have it. They're just drawing. Okay. Bobble both of us, sure. Yeah, you draw a bunch of cards. 1 to play, 1 to keep. So I have a Grol's Earth and Urza Saga in the bin. I can do all of this whenever. Okay. I'm gonna force this now. Or at the end of their turn, I'm gonna Beseiju the Soul Guide Lantern so that they can't keep it up to stop my combo. I didn't mill anything crucial. And it doesn't look like they're winning right now. If they do cast Underworld Breach, then I have to Beseiju the Breach to not lose. And it becomes much harder for us to win through the Soul Guide Lantern. Sure. Cameo. More baubles. They should crack it.
Just excited.
What are they thinking about? Draw a card? Okay. Alrighty then. That's game. Unless they have Swan Song or Spell Pierce. Okay, we get to show the 1 Amulet 4 land Scapeshift win. Bounce land, Lotus Field, Tolaria West. I have Summoner's Pact in hand and Aftermath Analyst on the battlefield, so there is probably a more efficient way to do this, or like a better line of play. But this is the line of play that I know. So I'm going to stick to it. I don't want to mess this up. Okay, they can see. Great. See, that's a reasonable opponent. They see the line. They understand what's going on. Dope. Okay, we do have a lot of sideboard against Grinding Station because it is the best deck. So we're going to do Forest out for a B-Bog. We're going to put in Oofs, Keen-Eyed Curator, and Endurance, and Force of Vigor. A lot of cards in. It's going to slow us down a lot. The out is what I really struggle with in this deck. I'm not trying to go fast. I think I pull all the Grazers. They just speed up my combo. Everything else is reliability of combo. So I think at that point... Oh, they don't interact with my Titans. I can cut 2 Titans. This feels good. Map out. Map out? Map isn't... Yeah, map isn't on both. Oof. I'll put 1 Grazer in as a tutor target. Great. This feels right. This feels right. I like the map out shout from purple person that doesn't have a name. Why do I would like to know who you are. You've been very helpful. Okay, B-Bog in the opening hand is kind of good, kind of bad. We have an Amulet. We have 2 Rumbles. This hand feels kind of cracked. The Dryad Arbor is the worst part of this hand. But I have turn 1 Amulet, turn 2 Vestige into Rumble. And a B-Bog on demand. So, feel good about where we're starting. Oh, not. Oh, that's a turn 1 right there. Pithing Needle, Grinding. Okay. I wonder what they name with Pithing Needle. Oh, they name Aftermath Analyst. Or do they have to name the land? I don't actually know how that works. I don't know if the land name changes. T, I need to know who you guys are. You're my posse, my crew. You're helping me out with all of these very hard magic decisions. Yeah, Haywire Might. It's unfortunate, but it's fine.
Hey, don't you think it's strange?
Does Shifting Woodland change names? I know that naming Shifting Woodland stops it from becoming an analyst, which should be enough to stop the combo. But if you name analyst, does it also stop the combo? I don't think Shifting Woodland changes names, so naming analyst might not do anything. Oh, it changes. Does it just become a copy of? Oh, this is heinous. Looping Haywire Might. Okay. If they left the Might in the bin, I was gonna Bajuka Bog them, but now we're in rough shit. I think I have to Bajuka Bog them anyway, and then Beseiju the Might. Nope. I have to do those in the same turn. Okay. So I'm going to give them a lot of value here. They're going to cast Grinding Station. We're rumbling, looking for Oof, essentially. Okay, but if I get Oof, then Woodland and Analyst are in the bin. That's fine, I have the Deeps. Ooh, this game is tough. Now we can check the card, Shifting Woodland. Becomes a copy. Yeah, so it would gain the name of Aftermath Analyst. So you could name either with Pithing Needle. If they make a construct here, I think we're very much in trouble. I can't stop all of their game plans. You see, they have too many. Brr. This deck is just nuts. I would love Force of Vigor. That would be wonderful right now. It's exactly what I need in my life. Pitch Dryad to Force of Vigor. Yes, please. Yeah, I hate this deck too, Sam. I anticipate it getting banned. Underworld Breach just has to get banned in March. Such a ridiculous card. Well, they didn't cast Grinding Station, so I think we're in the clear for one turn. They're going to bobble digging for oof answers. Their only red mana currently is Mox Opal. And oof shuts off Mox Opal. Guess they could tap it with the oof on the stack. Ooh, baby. There's our Force of Vigor. That was a great draw. Okay. Ooh, wow. Wowee. We're going to bog them. We don't have to be super careful with our bogs because we do have copy. We can copy the bog a couple of ways. We can bounce the bog. This is a great bog deck. Cast oof. Tap for red, bolt the oof. Yup. Sadness goes on the stack. Sadness resolves. In their upkeep, I'm going to Force a Vigor. Flame of Venor. It's not even Lightning Bolt. Wow. And they drew 2? Yeah, okay. That is unpleasant. So I definitely have to force Urza's Saga. I think I'm also forcing Mox Opal. Did they bobble me and know I was drawing force? I wasn't keeping track. I need to hit them in the mana. He gets it back, but I can't let him... He gets one of them back, but I just need to slow it down. And they can't get back Urza's Saga. But now I think they just have the win. They get the other Mox. Oh, they get Grinding. No, they get the other Mox, yeah. They have so many cards. They're missing Grinding Station. Unless it's in hand. If it's in hand, they have the win. Because they can cast Station, tap Mox, mill themselves, breach, and then loot Mox with Station. Oh, they just loot Mox with Emery. They get 1 free Mox off Emery, which is the 4th mana that they need for this combo. Rumble, they don't have it. And they didn't hit it off Rumble. Playing Besage. So now we need another oof to get out of this. So we Rumble, play Viseju, cast oof that we get off Rumble. And I hope they don't have another answer. They don't have red untapped, which means they just won't have red mana. Well, now they have red untapped. And now it's tapped again. So yeah, we need to hit Oof off this Rumble. That's where we're at right now. And it's untapped again. God, I hate this deck. Don't tap anything. Don't do it. Don't tap. Blue? Okay. All right. Okay, we're in it. Buh. Yeah, that felt like a Spell Pierce tap. But I only had colorless up, so. Well, they're going to get a Scalding Tarn. And now they have red. And now they're going to bolt. Dismiss. Great. Okay, so now we have to get Shifting Woodland out of the graveyard to become a copy of Oof. That's... Yeah, I catch your drift, Sam. I can't force on my own turn. So there was... I don't think there was a spell... Amulet. I could have cast Amulet. Maybe that's what they were holding up for. It cost them nothing to tap it, so... Best draw on my deck is probably Vesuva, copy Bog, exile their graveyard. Yeah. You have a bauble. Man, really excited for this deck to get banned. It is so miserable to play against. They just have everything all the time. Yeah, he might have hit a breach already. I mean, we haven't seen one in the deck. Oh, and none in exile. Here's breach. I Passaggio it on the first cast.
Sometimes I think he doesn't give a darn about me. He's all I can think of.
I don't see how I'm winning this game. I don't have a second green source for Titan. Which means I don't have a second green source or a green card in hand for Force of Vigor. I'm out of oofs. I'm missing Analyst and Woodland are in the bin, so I need Echoing Deeps to combo. They're attacking with Haywire Might. Cool. Why did they shock this in? So they have Flame of an Orb? They wanted to draw and keep up Spell Pierce. They have an Emery activation. Oh, does this get back Breach? No, Sorcery or Instant. Why not Mill? Why not Mill? If I play Saga, they just exile it with Haywire Might and then replay Haywire Might. I think now we are pretty dead. We're like dead. Get back Rumble, sure. Just keep digging, find Breach, win the game. No Breach. Chose Saga. Played Saga. This is actually kind of crazy. He's down to 18 cards and hasn't won yet. No, there's no Breaches in exile. There's just one in the graveyard. Are they on Shifting Woodlands? I'm not sure. I haven't seen one. There's so many builds of this deck. I mean, they can't possibly miss again, can they? Like, if we get one more turn and I bog them, I don't know if they can win. Them boarding out Breaches would be crazy. On the play? They should be sideboarding proactively. Alright, F6 through their turn again. Still not Breach. What? Flame of Anor, draw 2. Yep. Okay. Do you have it now? There's only 13 cards left in your deck. 3 of those are Breaches. This is amazing. They should be windmill slamming Breach. What is going on? No way. That's incredible. They don't have it. Either they sideboarded out their Breaches or they're the most unlucky opponent. Well. There was a chance that they countered that triggered ability with Consign to Memory. Didn't happen. They're on the Saga plan now. They have to make constructs to win. This game's wild. Make another construct, yep. I have the mana to Titan now. I don't... This game got weird. That's a 6/6? Too big. 2/7/7? Too big for me. God. I mean, they win now. What a miserable game for both players. Okay, on the play, I am still not faster than them. So I don't think I'm changing anything. That game made me consider Dismember against Emery. Emery's tough for me to deal with. I think I'm leaving it though. I've already sideboarded so much. 2 Sagas, no green source. It's a risky hand. 2 Sagas, no green source, no interaction. I think it's Breach. I have to... Yeah, there's an Oof. And Vestige will be my green source. And I have a B-Bog. I like this hand more. I don't need 2 Pacts. Turn 1 Tameo. Holding up Spell Pierce. Sure. Spell Pierce or Swan Song. Neither of which stops the almighty Oof! No, they had the red source in hand. Take Emery here, not knowing their hand. They took Saga, okay. Now this is where this hand gets a little awkward. We do nothing on turn 3. I probably should have gotten into the red zone with the Oof, but it's fine. Pithing Needle would be good. No. My Oof. Oof. My Oof. They might win this turn. If I draw a green source, I'm gonna Pact cast Oof. And they'll just Spell Pierce the Pact, so it won't matter, but... Flip Tameo. That's a fast Tameo flip, so they can get back on Holy Heat. Now the Oof line is terrible. I don't need blue mana. They're thinking about Spell Pierce. Sure. Could have played around it, but it restricts my lines of play. I bog. So the Tameo can't get back on Holy Heat. Oh, I didn't upkeep stop. I'm not sure if forcing here is correct. It probably is. Hitting these two really cuts them. Splunking represents another card. I don't know. That was a tough decision. Ow. My bones. It's just so hard to keep Teamer Breach down. Oh! What are they naming? Name what? What? Name Beseju. That's a choice. Splunking. Saga. Forest. Dealing 1 to Tameo doesn't matter. Dealing 1 to them doesn't matter. I'll attack Tameo. They make a token. They might get back Swan Song here. It's pretty hard for me to win if they get back Swan Song. Yep. Take 7. And I'm on a 1-turn clock. They have Haywire Might for Spelunking. Man, this deck just feels unbeatable. Okay, so my constructs will jump their constructs. Sure. I don't know. I think Oof and Force of Vigor and Endurance are all great tools in green against this deck. It's just, if you can answer plan A for this deck, their plan B is just as good. And if you can answer plan B, their plan C is just as good. Like, it's such a resilient and redundant combo deck that at the end of the day can make 6/6s trivially. Like, this was just some of their spare mana turned into 6/6s. Genuinely, they might lose to time because I can make a construct this turn and make 2 constructs next turn. Oops. Urza Saga is just a dumb card. This is heinous. If they don't play an artifact... Oh, they're just going to win the game. Okay, great. Go off, King. See how fast they can click. This is not a fast combo. I don't... No, you're right, T. I should... I have infinite play points. I shouldn't. It was a moment of weakness. Oh man, everyone in chat roasting me. No! No! I hate that deck. I'm pretty confident that he would not have comboed in a minute and a half. I don't know why it feels different to me to have a combo and run out of time at the very end of clock versus have a combo that just takes 15 minutes to actually go through. I don't know why those feel different. Wow, Miriam's? Oh, it's a new season. All right. Here we go. So we have an Amulet and a Tutor and a Bounce Land. I think in theory we keep this hand. And in practice, I'm going to keep this hand. Boseiju, Amulet, Turf Map. Maybe I should have Green Suns. I mean, they are a black deck, which I now know. They would have Fatal Pushed, but I think... No, I don't Green Suns. That's my payoff. Don't be silly. Ignoble Hierarch. What deck is playing Ignoble Hierarch? Does Yogg play an Ignoble? I thought Yogg played Gilded Goose. And Delighted Halfling. In fact, I don't even think it plays Gilded Goose anymore. It plays Delighted Halfling and well, this is Yawgmoth. It's a young wolf. Delighted Halfling and the tree. The wall tree. Alright, what land am I getting? I think T-West. I have no blue sources, but T-West just feels right. Or Boseiju. I have a Boseiju in hand. If I didn't have a Boseiju in hand, I think T-West is the right call. Or sorry, I think getting a Boseiju would be the right call. Because if they play Soul Cauldron, I need an answer. Yeah, I'm just going to get Teleria West. It's kind of a land that never hurts to have in your hand. Whereas some of the lands in my deck, like Mirror Pool, are much better in the deck than in my hand. What? Okay. Three. I could have 4 mana. Green Suns for 3 doesn't do a lot. Gets me Dryad, but I kind of don't want Dryad on the battlefield against a black deck. I'd rather just have it in my deck for the combo turn. Swing for 1? What's going on? Excuse me? Is this like their version of I don't know, it's not as good. You don't get a Scion or Spawn. I guess oh, this means they don't need the Innkeeper, because this gains them life when Young Wolf comes back. That's cool. I understand. What did they pick? Bowmasters. Okay. I don't think Bowmasters is super relevant in this matchup. Okay, we can transmute Teleria West next turn. God, imagine Thoughtseizing a Titan player ever and looking at their garbage hand of 6 lands. Just imagine a world. No, I think Yogg's off Birthing Ritual. The only Birthing Ritual deck that I know of right now is the Samwise combo. And that deck is cool, but it's just not good enough to compete in this world of turn 2 Breach. Or turn 2 Mono Red Storm. Or turn 3 Emrakul. The game's just too fast now. I heard an interesting argument last night that they should print Days into Modern, and it would stop a lot of this nonsense. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I agree that Days is a Modern card, but it got me thinking. This format needs to be slowed down somehow. I don't know what they do. There's a Soul Cauldron. That's probably what they take, right? Yeah, they take Soul Cauldron. It's not about the argument is not around the power level of Days. It is that Days is a card that explicitly slows down games of Magic. That Legacy without Force and Days would just be a combo. Like, all anybody would play is combo. And the thing that keeps combo down in Legacy and Vintage are Days and Force. They extend games a bit. I can't let them have Soul Cauldron. It just does too many dumb things. That's what we have Aurum stand for. So I think grief, grief incidentally slowed things down. I think in general, grief was a pretty toxic card. They are a Thoughtseize deck. Do I need to worry about that?
Sometimes wind and sometimes rain. Then the sun comes back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can green suns for Titan next turn with no amulets.
Why the weather alters so.
Cool. I think the grief games where nobody had any cards in hand were not interesting games of Magic. They are slower, but that felt very much like Vintage to me, where you both vomit out your hands in one way or another, and then you top deck for the remainder of the game. No, yeah, Breach games are dumb. I think Underworld Breach needs to get banned. And they need to unban the One Ring? Excuse me? Can this get back anything, or only from the Cards Mill? Okay, from the Cards Mill. So they get back Young Wolf or Swamp. Get Young Wolf. Great. Man, they have a lot of life. That sure won't be relevant in this match. Yeah, I don't know if I think Days should be in Modern. It's good, but is it? Like, I'm trying to think what would become dominant. Probably Frog decks would just become the best thing to be doing. Yeah, I think if Days were in Modern, people would only be playing aggro or Days. Or aggro with Days. Yeah, it would be like Mental Misstep. But possibly worse than Mental Misstep, because you can play Mental Misstep in any deck. Days requires you to play Islands. So now everybody has to be blue in World Legacy. Okay, well. Here we are. Green Suns for Titan. That's where this game has gone. With no amulet effects, what am I even doing? Like, what? What? I think we're on, like, Growth Chamber Beseiju. Just try to slow this down. I have land for turn, but it doesn't matter. I could Vesuva Mortuary for Surveil. I'm just Gruul Turfing back this forest. Yeah, there's definitely an element of truth to what you're saying, T, that Modern is just never going to go back to what it was. And that makes a lot of people sad, but it's just the reality. Like, we have to tear that Band-Aid off. We can't. Why are they flashing an evoke? Or sorry, evoking an endurance? What is going on? Who are they? They're targeting themselves? Oh, for a body to Court of Calling. Okay. That makes more sense than just shuffling their own graveyard in. They're not a 2, 4, 6. Yeah, they're one short. They can only court for 3. I think they might have just screwed up this game. Sorry, opponent. What's up, Joe's venturing? Yeah, we're playing some Modern. I'm trying to get better at Amulet Titan. I suck at Amulet Titan. And, my opponent appears to suck at Yawgmoth. So, you know, we're in good company here. I'm just gonna auto-yield that. Yeah, the Modern that we love is gone. Or like the Modern that a lot of people have in their memories is gone. And it's just not coming back. Yeah, I might be playing Ketchmouse Necrodominance tomorrow, Sam. I kind of want to check out that deck. It's been a while since I played a Necrodominance deck. And it has fun play patterns. It's a very straightforward deck to play. It's sort of the opposite of this. Green Sun's for another Young Wolf. Now you cord. So you can draw your whole deck. But you have no mana. Yeah, but you can draw your whole deck. I saw a few. I ran into a couple people playing Mono Black Necro recently, and that was curious to me. I was intrigued. It seemed bad. I think Mono Black Necro is not good enough right now, but it was nice to see people playing it. I just think Bowmasters isn't good right now, and black is not a color that really has answers to any of the jank combo nonsense that's going on. What are they doing? You've made my Titan small, and I don't appreciate that. Oh, they hadn't played land. What does that mean? They could play a 1-drop. And then kill my... What? I don't understand what my opponent's doing. Yes, I think Orm's Chant is an important inclusion or an addition to Necro in today's meta. You asked about Magic in the 40k stream, so you have to ask about 40k in the Magic stream. Have I seen the list of units from Emperor's Children? It wasn't a leak. They showed it on GW painting video. I have seen. Am I dead? Yes, I'm dead. Wow, cool combo. I have seen it, and it's an interesting lineup. It's strange. Endurance. Keen-eyed curator. So that's 5 cards in? We'll try that. Yes. I think there's a lot of things that people had wanted that they're not getting. And there are things that people are getting that they didn't necessarily want. But that's classic GW. That's a Games Workshop special. That's just what they do. This hand is nuts. Wow, this hand is actually insane. This is almost turn 2 win. Jeepers. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I know too much about Emperor's Children, so I have to be careful what I say. If they don't kill my Dryad Arbor, they are dead. I have Escape Shift, super win. And even if they kill the Dryad Arbor, I have a lot of hot draws to win on the spot. Live draws, there's a lot of them. Yeah, 3 amulets on turn 3 is dumb. These are the nut draw Escape Shift or the Amulet Titan games where the tier 0 copy pasta came from. They're like, how do you ever beat this? This is just stupid. I can get Enduranced out of my combo, but when I have 3 amulets, it's so much mana. What? Oh, they're killing Dryad Arbor? Sure. Okay. Yeah, and now they have Ballista in the bin for Soul Cauldron. That was not one of the live draws. Can't cast Escape Shift, can't win. If I map... Now hold on. If I map... I can crack it with a green up. Lotus Field is 6 mana. I'm Escape Shifting 2 lands with 4. We're just gonna go for it. I don't actually know if this... I should pre-calculate. Oh, Crumbling Vestige does it. Yeah. I don't have to do anything fancy. No. Okay, this is like a traditional. This is the old classic. So we're getting T West, Growth Chamber, Lotus Field. No, no, and also no. Bounce before sack, except after C. Green. Green. Bounce. Sack. Transmutify. God, this deck is awesome. Like, when it's firing on all cylinders, this deck is so cool. No to everything. Why did my forest come in untapped? What is going on? Oh, because those are just untapped. Normally. Okay, sack last. Bounce. And then we need Urza's Saga on top so that I can generate mana before untapping it twice. Should I tell my opponent they're dead? Oh, I don't need white mana. In fact, I need a lot of green mana. I don't know if opponent is reading chat. This Dryad Arbor does nothing for me, so we'll bounce that. We'll sacrifice the Lotus Field and a Crumbling Vestige. Transmute the T-West. Pact. Pact for Titan. Cast Titan with our 17 green mana. Titan's gonna get us Woodland, and who cares? We have 2 amulets, so I don't actually need 2 Lotus Fields. I'm gonna go Woodland Mirror Pool. No. Untap. Untap. This is an analyst. I'll just make one of these guys before we go. Valakut and Battlements. Again, this decision doesn't really matter. Okay, well, looks like we're playing it out. I'm gonna go for the fastest line, which is to get, I just packed again for a Dryad. I'm gonna leave that one untapped. Oh, I didn't cycle a bounce land. So I have to do one more trip around the block. I would like you to be an Aftermath analyst. God, what a cool deck. Bounce T-West. Sack. Lotus Field. Crumbling Vestige. Copy Titan so that I can Valakut to make this even faster. Or Vesuva to copy Valakut. Yes. I would like a Vesuva and a Lotus Field so I can have a bunch of lands. Vesuva is going to be a Valakut. Why Valakut is not legendary, nobody will ever know. Okay, opponent is dead. I should be clicking yes to have fewer triggers on the stack. Okay, well, they conceded. Great. Sideboarding was perfect. No notes. Somehow that's the fastest line for this deck, is to click all of those things 100 times. Two amulets lets you... It's more generous, but on mtgo it's way slower to have two amulets. It's just way more clicking. It's twice as much clicking. It's too much clicking, really. Okay, this hand is garbage. This hand is also garbage. This hand's not good. But I can't. I'm really not going to go to 4. And it, in theory, has all the pieces that I need. How did I go from 3 amulets on turn 3 to 0 amulets on turn 3? What are we... What's going on here? Ooh, Keen-Eyed Curator on 2 is actually pretty spicy against that deck. I'll bet they took their pushes out. Okay. It's a slow start from them. Not sure if playing this out is correct. If they push it and then get it under Soul Cauldron, I could be in a lot of trouble. Imagine they get back the wolf. It's wolf for land, right? Get back a land. I think I want to cast Spelunking this turn rather than eat their graveyard. But eating their graveyard is 3 types. They'll fight me a bit with Cauldron. Yeah, we're going to get out of Spelunking. Land. Oh. Spicy. So I have Titan next turn? On the end of their turn, I'll eat 2 cards in their graveyard. So if you guys haven't seen Keen-Eyed Curator, it's the new Scavenging Ooze. I think arguably it is better than Scavenging Ooze in most cases. It's 2 green on the front side, but you don't need green every time you exile. So it is harder to cast, in theory, but easier to activate. And the payoff for the activation, I think, is better than Scooze. Scooze doesn't get trample on its own, and you have to exile 5 creatures with Scooze. I will fight you over that. Take your 1 instant. So it is harder to cast than Scooze. Less specific about what you need to exile. It doesn't gain you life, but I think a 7/7 Trampler is going to be better than a Scooze almost always. Okay. 2, 3, 4. So I do not have Titan this turn, but that looks desperate to me. I can scape shift this turn. I think it is better to hit them with a 7/7. This really puts a clock on them.
Just a minute now,
3 land scape shift with 1 amulet effect does not win. 4 land scape shift with 1 amulet does win. I'm holding up Keen-Eyed Curator to stop them from soul cauldroning a counter onto something. I think we're just in a very good spot here. I have a lot of hot draws. Lotus Field wins. Any untapped land wins. A bounce land doesn't win because I go down to 3. I'll have enough mana to cast Scape Shift, but I'll go down to 3 lands. Opponent sees how much trouble they're in. Man, Keen-Eyed Curator's a dope card. Scooze would have been much, much worse here. Because I took, what, 1 creature? It would be a 3/3. 7/7 Trample is just obnoxious. Alright, opponent, come on. Make a play. You're on air right now, opponent. You don't even know it. Dried Arbor pass. That's your turn. I'll take your Verdant Catacombs. That is interesting. This should be enough to just hammer Battlement's Valakut. Get him. I think we're in get him territory. This is pushable. Okay. Now we just hammer Battlement's Crumbling Vestige. It's the same thing. You're still dead. Ooh, he makes them come in tapped. Okay, then let's get. What do I want? Who am I? Two Urza Sagas, kind of cutie patootie. I don't know. Have a good day. Okay. Huh? Sure. Endurance me? Endurance you? Endurance you. Cool. Gotta block with something. So it's a creature in the graveyard that they can exile under Soul Cauldron to get Fulminator Mage onto Dryad Arbor, which at the end of the day doesn't matter because I have 13 power with Trample. And a Lotus Field that has Hexproof. So that's cool. Good night, opponent. Nope. Cool. Yep. Mm-hmm. Nice. All right. That was a decent match. What time is it? It's 4:10. Let's play another match. And we'll see from there. I might head over to the studio. I gotta get a file off a computer for Adrian. They've been having a wonderful time at Gamma, meeting all of the industry movers and shakers, etc. Wish I were there. Didn't realize that I would just have this week off And then I could have gone to that convention, no problem. That's how life goes. It's a beautiful sunny day here. Hope you guys are having nice weather. This hand sucks. Well, does it suck? How bad is this hand? Not knowing the matchup, this might be fine. I think I turn 1 Grazer Saga. This 7 I think is better than most 6s. I don't know if second Grazer improves it. I am going to have to grab my headphones cable right now because my headphones are complaining of battery. Oh, we're against energy. This hand's amazing. It's energy. Not so, but so. Come on, energy. Okay. Second to Surveil Land? That was their turn? Flage in the bin? Okay. I can Spelunking this turn. Spelunking, Gruul Turf, Grazer. Yeah, this is a pretty good turn. Start with Spelunking. See what we draw. Yeah, I think we sit tight. I'm holding up Beseju for their haste land. There's an issue with the Final Fantasy EDH decks? I did not know that. That's a jump scare. Anybody else get jump scared by the Blood Moon? Oh, the pre-order issue. Yes, that. If I had to guess, they're just gonna print those into oblivion. Like the pre-orders are sold out, but they're just gonna start printing more, aren't they? Like Lord of the Rings, they printed for a long time. God, I can't believe they're playing Blood Moon in the year 2025. Nobody plays Blood Moon. I can cast a Titan right meow. And I think that's what I want to do with my life. What am I getting? I think I would like to haste my man. Where's Hammer Battlements? It's an H. There we go. Yes. I already have a Beseju if they cast another moon. I think we just want to set up our next turn. And this lets us Beseju on their turn. So I don't know how much LGSs actually know. Like an LGS saying they're not going to print more. I don't know why they would know that. Okay. I Do they know I have Sage in hand? Do they not remember? Weird. I have confidence that Wizards is going to print Final Fantasy until it stops selling, like they did with Lord of the Rings. It's in their best interests. Oh, I'm gonna. They're gonna get God here. They might not know that I have a Seiju. This is incredibly bad for them. This is like concede on the spot energy. They don't have enough energy to discharge the Titan. And I'm getting 2 more lands? I think they're just dead. Opponent has died. Great. We're gonna take Vampire's Vengeance. The B-Bog. I think I'm supposed to take Dryads in this matchup. Because it's just a 2/4. It's the butt. We play Dryad for the butt. Oh, I need Force of Vigors, actually, because they're playing Blood Moon, which is insane to me. And I need Forests, so I'm not putting in Bog. 2 cards out. I can't believe they're playing Blood Moons. And it's just... that's wild. I think I'm going to do like this. Alright, how am I plugging in my headphones? What can I unplug? There's cables everywhere. What are you? Who am I? I don't know what anything is. I'm gonna try something. Did that work? I don't have audio. It didn't work. This hand's trash. This hand's weird. Oh man. I think I'm pitching the spare grazer. What if I just unplug things until we find out what happens? Huh? They can be playing land destruction. I'm sort of exposed with this turf, but I have another Gruul turf in hand, so maybe I should have put in Forest and Green Sun for a Dryad Arbor. I'm not sure. I think I have to hold Green Sun because it's my only payoff. It's the only actual card in my hand. Yeah, as an IT guy, you can get behind. Oh, the mic is. What? No, the mic is fine. I see levels on my side. Oh, it might have been there was a period where the computer was reconfiguring all of the audio devices. That could have happened. Orm's chant. Sure. I didn't want to play spells anyway. I just wanted to make a construct. This is where they blood moon me. Except I'll have 2 constructs, but no, I'll have 1 construct when they moon me. When I get mooned by my rude opponent. Don't moon me, bro. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is a green suns for a Titan. They've been holding up all this mana, though. YouTube's acting weird. Is that could be on my end? I'm not sure. I feel as though my opponent is not trying. Oh, it showed you the stream ended. Huh. It's too late, bro. It's too. I have 7 mana. You had to. This guy. Now, Hammer Battlements being in my hand is lame. We're gonna get Titan. And I'm gonna get 1 Saga. I don't want to overextend into Blood Moon. Factually, we're gonna get Boseiju Growth Chamber. No, I clicked the wrong land. It's okay. I have a bounce land in my hand. God, I'm dumb. Take 1 damage, opponent. It looks like a terrible energy deck, but I think what happened is they over sideboarded. And also should not be playing Blood Moon. It just doesn't do anything to stop any of the top decks. Like, E-Ramp is playing forests pretty commonly. And it doesn't do anything against energy, and it doesn't do anything against breach. It just seems bad. Okay. I think I'm going to put this Boseiju back in my hand. And I'm not going to scape shift. And we're just going to attack our opponent. And value them to death. Teleria West. Cruel Turf. I'm running out of bounce lanes. Over sideboarded or mulliganed poorly? I'm not sure what's going on. But they just got run over. That game was so short. I'll play another match. And then I do have to go to the studio and send Adrian a file. I think tomorrow we're going to play Necro. Yeah, I think we're going to play Necro tomorrow. And then maybe back to Titan on Thursday. I wish Vintage Cube were out so that I could play Vintage Cube. I love me some Vintage Cube. Not meant to be, though. Not today. Comes back in March at some time. I was gonna pull up the Necro list. Modern Challenge. Deck lists. I would like to play first. Don't love this hand. I'm on the play. Might as well mulligan for a hand like this, which is insane. Saga into Amulet turn 1 is just... it's just very strong. It's a solid turn 1 play. So here is a deck list with Ketramos, Necrodominance. So I think I'll be playing this deck tomorrow. I think that's, yeah. That's what we'll do tomorrow. Oh, you're playing Vintage Cube and Paper on Friday? That's sick. We appear to be playing against Gordia's Vengeance. No. I told a lie. We're playing against Hollow One. Yeah, but that's still sick. I mean, Proxy Vintage Cube is still Paper Vintage Cube. Super fun. I'm jealous. I've never done that. I should do that. I mean, they didn't have the explosive turn 1. I feel fine into this, although my start isn't as explosive as I would like. I could have made played Vestige and made a Construct, but I think it is better to hold up Beseiju and keep the Vestige for a future turn where it untaps more than once.
That's a good.
I don't think that draw matters. Ooh, does it? Green Suns for Grazer. No, that draw doesn't matter. Amulet 2. Electric. Boogaloo. If I play Vestige, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh. Oh, it gets me Dryad. This thing has... no, it doesn't have Menace. It's the 2-3. What am I Besiegeing? Nothing. Detective's Phoenix. I can Besiege Detective's Phoenix. Oh, this just feels bad. I'm playing Beseiju. And Green Suns for 0. So that I can Titan next turn. I don't think they can kill me. They might kill my Dryad Arbor. But I think this is my line to win. FOMO is a scary card. And they do have Delirium. Vengevine attacking for 8, 10. Yeah, I don't think they can kill me. I wonder if this is the Mako build, or if that deck just kind of fell off. I think Marauding Mako from Aether Drift really breathed some new life into Hollow One, and it was cool to see. I feel like everybody was playing it for a couple days after Aether Drift hit Mako, but I haven't seen it in a while, and I haven't seen it in any event standings, so I don't think that deck's doing super well. They milled an Ox of Agonis. That deck always kind of felt like a high roll deck. Oh, you've been seeing it, Sam? It's like nut draws are very good. It feels unbeatable when they have the good hands, but when they have a hand like this, you kind of just laugh at them. Burning Inquiry is a genuinely obnoxious card, but it is the kind of disruption that I think needs to be around in this meta. Because people are just comboing off and doing whatever they want. Case in point. Okay, 2 amulets. So this is 6 mana, which is not enough. I can Mirror Pool Lotus Field to get another Titan, which feels sensual. That feels right. It gets me another Titan with some bonus mana. Okay, yes. So I have 2 mana. Growth Chamber, Tulare West, that's 8, 3. No. I still can't do that, but I can get haste with battlements, cast map. Yeah, I think we just keep the train rolling. We haste both of these and we win. Yes. And I stacked my triggers accidentally correctly. If I stacked these wrong, I couldn't haste both. And I didn't even check because I'm bad at Titan. Sack 2. It's going to be field and doesn't really matter. Vestige gives me the most mana. Cast a map for fun. Lose a mana. Attack with both. Okay, we need Tulare West Bounce Land. We're doing all this mid-combat, so it really doesn't matter. I can't use this mana. And then shifting element. I don't think I'm gonna have enough mana to combo. Even if I get 2 Lotus Fields. That's 6, 8. I'm 1 short. So let's get Growth Chamber Otawara. And bounce their FOMO. So they definitely can't kill me next turn. Did I play land this turn? If I did not play land this turn, I could have gone Lotus Field, Bounce Land. Bounce Land bounces itself. Play it, untap it twice. 3, 5, 9, which is exactly enough mana to... Yeah. I don't think I played land this turn. It's whatever. I also have a third Titan in hand. Okay. Can they kill me with just a Marauding Mako? I think no. We want old school. Just swing with Titans and pass the turn. These fuzzier games where it's not clear that you have a path to a win, I think are some of my weaknesses with this deck. That I think there might have been a line to win there, and I just wasn't patient enough. Yeah, I should have had a Valakut win. With the 9 mana, if I get a bounce itself. I get bounce Lotus Field. Yeah, the double strike land, it's not that it's bad. It's that this deck now has so many infinites that the double strike land has just been replaced. Haste FOMO. How many cards do you need to discard to kill me? You have to discard 6 cards to kill me? Double Burning Inquiry would do it. Drawing Haste Land was fortuitous for the opponent. I should have held Otawara for FOMO in combat. Another misplay. But yeah, Sunhome for double strike. Oh my god, am I dead? I'm dead. Wow. Wow. Wowie, wow, wow. That is... Oh, this is an enchantment. Opponent does not win. 4, 9, 15. I got a 1. Crack map, get Beseiju. Beseiju FOMO. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright. Because FOMO's an enchantment. Pass priority opponent. Woo! Dug ourselves out of that debacle. Unless they have an instant speed discard, which they might. Or a pump spell, or a bolt. 5, 9, 15. Yeah, I go to 1 here. I have no mana. Huh? 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 Pretty cool. I'm not going to tell them that I miss lethal. I think that's kind of rude to say. How do I want to do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think just hasting a third Titan. I grabbed Vesuva thinking I had a Lotus Field. Should have gotten the cave copier. Did I play land? I don't think I played land. Ah! Jump scare. Okay, Lotus Field. Lotus Field. Cool turf. Oh, I should have just hasted the Titan attacked. Why did I do this? Okay, thank you. They were close, but they were only close because I screwed up. I think this is definitely a dismember game. This is a grist game. Green Suns for grist could get me out of a lot of things. Vampire's Vengeance feels often bad. I think this is genuinely a rough matchup for me. Are Dryads anything here? I don't think a 2/4 is doing much to help me. Let's pull 2 Titans because I don't think they're going to interact with my Titans. And 2 Spelunkings. I didn't see any actual hollow ones, and I didn't see Cookbook, so I'm not bringing in Force of Vigor or my Graveyard Hate. Oh, I did see Vengevine though. Oh, too late. Ew, Kristen hand. No, make it stop. This hand's worse. Ah! It's horrific. It's so bad. Okay. Ugh. Well, we've lost game 2. I can tell you that right now. Ancient Grudge? Love it. Flute. Yep. Single hollow one. That's fine. Two Phoenixes in the bin. And the hollow one is 5 towards their collect evidence. They kept a 1-laner. What does that mean for us? think we're getting Dryad Arbor. And if that lives, next turn we can get Grist. And Grist lets us block the Mako forever? Interesting game. Okay. Lost our Green Suns. And they didn't discard a land. Did they draw a land? They did. Okay. Yup.
There's nobody else can do this job because they got too much feeling.
Take 6. 10. I don't have a lot of answers to that. If I get Amulet, I know they have Ancient Grudge. They exiled Ancient Grudge. Nope, it's right there. Okay. So I know they have Ancient Grudge. I don't have a green for Grazer. I think I'm taking Amulet and just making them spend resources. Oh, I do have a green for Grazer. No! No! Oh, I'm dumb. Oh. Okay, I hold this. That's not an instant, is it? It is an instant. So I don't hold it. 'Cause I can't even use it to combo next turn. If I packed for Grazer and they remove Dryad, I lose. I think I'm losing this game anyway. Let's just give them a ton of things to deal with. Maybe they won't see the line. Or maybe they won't have it. Presumably they don't have another land, so they're either hasting out a creature, or they're dealing with Dryad Arbor, or they are dealing with Amulet. I don't believe they can do two of those three. They're doing the math. They're figuring it out.
We don't have much money. We don't want your money.
Then go away.
Pact for Grazer was a weird play. Because I have to pay for Pact next turn, I don't... Oh, they had the land. I don't know if Pact for Grazer even buys me a turn. Now that it can Ancient Grudge and Haste, they choose to Flute. Come on, opponent. Kill me. My mulligan was terrible. Another Phoenix. So this is now an 8/8. Haste FOMO. They're putting me to 1? And then I have to pay Pact. And I can't draw a green source and a blocker. So I only draw 1 card. That's how this game works. Okay. All right. I could draw Lotus Field. That does nothing. Okay. Okay, I think I do want Bog and Keen-Eyed Curator. Endurance has reach. We'll try this. I'm still so unsure about how to sideboard in most matchups, and the primer is just not updated. I should ask on the Titan Discord. Ask for help. Yes. No. Yes. We put back Grist. Saga, Amulet, Amulet, Vestige. This is amazing. We have a turn 2 draw. We play our whole hand turn 2. That's crazy. Oh, what's up, Magnus? Look, I'm streaming all week. You don't have to miss me. I'll be here for like 3 hours a day. 2 to 3 hours a day. Every day all week. So, no need to miss me. I'm going to put up the link, or the... No! My perfect hand. My beautiful perfect hand. How could you do this to me? I'll put up the stream link for tomorrow's stream immediately after this stream. I have to, in the morning, take my car in for service, as one does. God, I can't believe they burning Inquiry Queen. This is so rude. I'm just gonna turn off Delirium for them. Oh, thanks, Magnus. Yeah, I last night went to the event and did very poorly. This deck is hard to play. Tomorrow I'm gonna be playing Necrodominance with Ketramos, and I'm looking forward to that. That's a really cool deck that people have just brewed up. Creating Saga token more valuable than B-bogging. Very possibly. You could be right, T. Because they can just refill the graveyard like this. Oh, I drew and discarded one of my 2 Titans. This feels like Hollow One. Yeah, Grinding Breach is the top deck. It's real obnoxious to play against. I had another game against it today, Magnus. I think I rebog.
She feels warm. Maybe it's shock.
Yeah, it is funny to see Blazing Root Wall back. It's MH2, right? Yeah. Before Blazing Root Walla, what was the Root Walla before that? Not Blazing. Basking Root Walla. Yeah. Borborygmos is, I would say, long gone. Although, Magnus, last night I played against a Goryo's Vengeance deck that did play Borborygmos. So some people still have pet cards that they will play forever. I think it's not an optimal way to play right now. But throwing cards at your opponent's face, definitely a thing. Ugh! So hateful. I can besiege with the arena. I think I will. I don't think they have better besiege targets. I just don't want them hasting things.
It isn't sad when you get hurt so much. You can finally say, I'm used to it.
They think Mako's not good enough. They put Mako in the bin. Wild. Alright, well, we'll start the Saga train over. I don't know about Psychotog T. That's a pretty toxic card. Yes, please, get rid of this hand. What do we... No, you hit my fourth amulet off of... I'm on tilt. They Burning Inquiry'd my fourth amulet. I can't believe what I'm looking at. Look, it's not a 15-minute combo in paper, okay? It's like 2 minutes in paper. They usually scoop when you pay 6 mana for anything. You're gonna make me go through it? Oh, I'll go through it. It's so much faster in paper. You just demonstrate a loop and you move on with your life. I lost. I lost to them hitting fourth amulet off Burning Inquiry. Ugh. I can bog them again. A turn too late.
I'm not enough to go hungry. I have everything here.
Analyst doesn't bring amulets back. I can make a copy. I mean, I have a Spelunking on the board, so I have an amulet-ish effect right now, but I can't go huge. And the Shifting Woodlands can become a copy of an amulet for a turn.
All hours of the night, just like an animal. Maybe he's the man.
I don't know my win conditions anymore.
Give him a little
fire breathing the root wall is. Yep. Go to 5. I think I'm just dead. What land can I get that matters? I'm just dead, right? I can get Odawara. But I can't get Odawara. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can't get Odawara and use it. Okay, we're dead. Okay. All right. Okay. Look. We played a full league of Amulet Titan today. I still need so much more practice with this deck. I'm bad at mulliganing. I'm bad at sideboarding. I need to do my research. I don't know where to research even. I need a sideboard guide. I think partly the sideboard that I'm playing with, I just don't I don't mesh with super well. But also partly, I know what to put in, I don't know what to take out. And what to take out in every match feels like it should be different. And I default to taking out Spelunking very often because I just think it's one of the worst cards in the deck. I think I should be taking out Grazers more often. I put Dismembers in this match and just didn't draw them. And I also think it's just not enough. 1-for-1ing against a deck that has free creatures. Not a great strategy. Maybe I should have de-sideboarded in that game to just try to combo out as fast as possible. I don't know. On the play. I don't know. You should get back into Magic, Magnus. It's, I was gonna say it's a great time. It's a strange time. I don't have a board wipe really in this deck. I have Vampire's Vengeance, which is a Pyroclasm, deal 2. The sideboard is very crowded. I don't think it can afford actual board wipes. And Vampire's Vengeance is just for energy as an answer to their super fast draws. I think with this Mako deck, this Hollow One Mako build becoming more prominent, the sideboard probably needs to change. Yeah, it's for Boros Weenies. But so I think the sideboard probably needs to adapt to this Hollow One deck and all of the Ketramos decks that are coming out. Although Dismember is pretty good against Ketramos. So I think maybe we don't need changes for that. But we might need answers to Hollow One. Honestly, Leyline? Is that crazy? Is Leyline of the Void crazy? It should be pretty good in a lot of matchups. I'll noodle on that. I might swap Leylines in. We could try that out later this week. Find out. But I think that's gonna do it for us for today. What was the format where I was playing 5-color Domain? That was standard, and that was for the Creator Showdown Challenge. Creator something. They do one of those every month, and it's always on a Saturday. And I'm often streaming on a Saturday because I have a 40k game to play. But I do enjoy those Creator Showdowns. I should also probably do a Modern Challenge this week. I learned recently that we are allowed to do challenges on these unlocked accounts. So there's a challenge in 16 hours. What time is that? That's backwards 8 hours? It's 9 a.m.? I can't do that tomorrow. I wish I could, but I can't. So yeah, I'll try to do a Modern Challenge sometime this week. Which is like a big tournament. It's like a proper tournament on mtgo. But yeah, Magic every day this week. Playing a lot of Modern. Tomorrow is going to be Necro with Ketramos. I should give Standard a chance. I don't know. My Arena account has essentially lapsed. I haven't been keeping up with Arena for a long enough time that I would have to put like $300 in to get back in. And I don't know if I want to do that. Because I have an unlocked mtgo account. So why would I pay for... I don't know. I'll think about it. I hear Standard's good. But the last time people said that and I tried it, I didn't like it. So I'll look into it again tonight. I'll see where Standard is. I know you can play Standard on mtgo, but mtgo's so ugly. T mtgo's so ugly. Anyway, I gotta hop off. I have to go to the studio. I do like Toxic Combo decks. That is me. I have to go to the studio and upload a file for Adrian. I'll be back on tomorrow, probably around 2 p.m., same time. I'll put up the link immediately after this. Thanks, everybody, for chilling, for hanging out, for helping me in my time of need, because I have an event again on Thursday. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a great week, and I'm going to catch you next time. Magic. Bye.